Guten Tag and welcome back everybody to Busterland Modded Minecraft 1.10 at its finest. Yeah, you bet. I don't find my way around. Here we go. Okay, so today we want to actually tackle a couple of things. And one of those things is, man, I have to refurbish this tunnel. One of those things is this here. In the comments of my last episode, it was mentioned that I would have to, or better go with a way larger wood farm, or not actually wood farm, pollinating thing, you know? Because we want to pollinate these trees. And to do that in a more efficient way, I would have to increase the size of the actual farm. I did that. And now we have a much larger farm here with alternating bull pines and larch. Yes, good. Or lark? I don't know. So we have now this alternating pattern here. It's very, very much larger. Before we had just this portion here. So we quadrupled it. And I also added here there we go. Aversion obelisk, so we don't get molested by all these nasty creatures around here. Why is one of those dirt? No, it doesn't matter. Okay. And now what we actually need to do is place down all the additional bee houses and find more bees. What we need is more of the hive bees, which we currently don't have. Because hive bees have the best pollinating things inside these bee houses, and they won't. Why is that looking so weird? And they won't actually. Strange. They won't actually crossbreed if we use the hive bees. I guess that is what it is. The next big thing, because I read into it a little bit more, we really want to have that sequoia tree. The next big thing is butterflies. The wiki, the official wiki on the Feed the Beast wiki, I think, about forestry mentions that butterflies have a way higher rate of pollinating trees. So we actually know there is a butterfly. Look at that. Do we have a scoop? Where's the scoop? Scoop? Oh, darn. I have to. Where's my scoop? The introduction was meant to be shorter. Sorry. Scoop. There we go. It's just a regular scoop, but I think it doesn't matter. Maybe we can catch him. He's still there. He's still there. Okay, pollinating leaves. That is what we want to do. Do I have him? Yes. Black swallowtail butterfly. Unknown genome. The genome doesn't actually not matter because I don't want to breed butterflies. I just want to collect them and let them do their thing with the trees. You know, the butterflies and the trees, like the bees and the flowers. Okay, that is one big thing for today. I want to do that. And to encase, did I mention that? We need to encase all this. Otherwise, the butterflies will fly away. But they will live. Oh, then the bees won't live, will they? It doesn't matter. So we want to encase this in a large glass dome. And because I like that block so much, I don't have it on me, I want to use the Bifrost block from Botania. So we need to convert a bunch of glass and convert it to mana glass, elf glass, and finally Bifrost glass. And night vision. The next big thing is, of course, this contraption here. I want to build finally the tower surrounding this coke oven, the coal coke oven, and install all the minecarts we want to have to go around and feed the coal into the coal coke oven and stuff like that. At least this part of the tower with the coal coke oven inside and the delivery system with the minecarts from the makeshift mine, so to speak, to the tower to deliver the coal to deliver the coal to the coal coke oven. Ooh, rather difficult. I think that is a step I want to do today. I want to encase it in a beautiful building, at least the start of it. And I want to have the delivery system in place with all the things we have here. So we want to deliver the coal to the coal coke oven, and we want to have a system in place, a little minecart station, where we can refuel the steam locomotive. So this system here with the delivery system, and this system here where we can refuel the actual steam locomotive. That is the second big thing we want today. And the third is actually underneath the space station, the baza. Because, one was wrong. That was weird. We slipped through it somehow. Okay, so this is the contraption that makes the rocket fuel, and it is filled to the rim without connecting to anything. So down here, the tank, as you can see, it is filled with 32 buckets of rocket fuel. And we can't even produce anymore because the tank is filled, that's it. We need to connect it, and we need to connect it for one, maybe to this system here, although I don't think we need to. Yeah, it seems to work just fine. That was just for show, that we have the filled pipes in there. But we need to connect it to this system here. I dug this trench a few minutes ago, actually, and we have to connect it to this basic mechanical pipe to not only butterfly. Sorry, distracted. To not only create the illusion of these things being transported, but to actually transport the things. I am so eager to catch these butterflies because... Oh. There we go. Because these butterflies here can actually survive in a cold area like this. Not all butterflies can. Many butterflies need, for example, damp areas like jungles and such. So we want to connect the system, the pipes, to over here, so that we can actually refuel our rockets over at the rocket launch pad, which we currently can. Well, we can actually because this is filled, but we have no means of actually refilling the system. Well, we actually have. Oh, it's just everything is filled up. Okay, I see. But I will connect this system nonetheless, because we want to have these filled pipes like they are actually transporting rocket fuel. So that is 3 big things we want to tackle today, and I will start with the dome. Just a quick heads up of what I'm doing here, because I need roughly 5,000 Bifrost blocks. I started to automate the glass conversion thing. Now this open crate here on top drops glass inside the mana pool, and that turns it into the mana glass. We need to make elf glass out of it. You can see here it's constantly building up, and if I teleport here into the ceiling, you can see what I did. Here's just a network receiver because I didn't fit the cable inside this cramped space, so I used the network receiver and the transmitter over at the base. And then we have here this detector, and this detects if we are above 4,000 mana glass or not, and if not, it emits a redstone signal connected to that exporter, and this thing exports glass until we hit 4,000 mana glass. The advanced item collector picks it up, brings it into the chest, importer back into the system, and now we just need to wait until this thing hits 4,000. And then we can easily make more, of course. Right now we have to activate and deactivate the system manually. I have no idea how to remotely control the detector from here, but I think I will implement a switch somewhere and then it will be turned off maybe just there. Could be, yeah, I think actually that just there. It would look a little bit out of place, but it would work. Let's try that actually. I don't know if the detector is set to only work. Let's see. Yeah, the detector will continue working. Can we set the detector to only work with redstone? We cannot. So if we want to do it that way, we actually would need a relay. And that relay we could configure to work only with redstone. And that way we could make it happen. Okay, not that exciting, I know. Now I need a way to turn the mana glass into alf glass. And we use this over here. So I think I can actually just use a dropper or yeah, I think a dispenser on the other side, and that dispenser will just shoot the mana glass through the portal, and then it will turn out to be alf glass. No, it will then, yeah, it will turn into alf glass, and we can turn that into Bifrost block just here. The Bifrost rod is in here, so we can easily make this happen, but right now we don't have any elf glass in here. So that is the way I want to go. I will automate that as well, and then we will actually build the dome. I placed just the constructor there behind the portal, and when I flick the lever, it will shoot out mana glass, and this here will pick up the alf glass. So everything that's left now is actually make a recipe to turn alf glass into Bifrost glass, which should be pretty easy. And then we are good to go and we can build the dome. I think I have everything prepared. I will use the builder once more to build this thing. All we need to have is the center. And that should be, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trees. So after 3 trees, so the center is here. This is, yeah, the center must be right underneath here. Oh, right where we built the, what is it called? The Aversion obelisk. That's it. Okay. Now, I will use the builder once more. Everything's okay here? Yeah, I think. Good. The builder, the transdimensional receiver, to give it energy and the blocks it needs. Let's see, we have... Oh, we actually can put it back down. Okay. Let's see, the builder block. Now, we have the storage filter configured in a way that it will only accept Bifrost blocks. I hope that will work. I have the shape card configured to a top dome with the dimension 61, 61, 61. And when we show preview, it should show us preview. Yeah, it does. Here we go. This is the way. Oh, this looks. Ooh, maybe a bit too large. Oh, hello, lag. Whoa, back lag. Okay. It's not too large on this side, though. Okay, maybe make it a little bit smaller. Maybe a little bit smaller. Let's see. When we make it 59. No, when I make it 59, it's uneasy, is it? 59, 59. Then it's even 59. We don't want to have... Ah, well, let's test it first. Let's show the preview once more. Okay. So it will maybe cut that tree a little bit. It's still way out there. It will maybe cut the tree a bit there. It will cut that tree for sure. Yeah, I think it's fine. If we make it narrower, which we could, we collide with the trees here on that side. So I think I will leave it as it is. Let's see. We will need... Can we see it here? No. We will need 4,489 blocks Installed again. Okay, we can remove the preview. Now, when we give it the transceiver here and we say receive energy and receive items. Oh, we need the lever. We need a lever, otherwise it wouldn't work. Let's see. Okay. Head back down. And hope that it will work. Woo! No. Good. And it places whatever. It did just place that, did it? Why is it doing that? Yeah, it's placing whatever. Okay, it's not working. I think I figured it out. Because we didn't have a dimensional transceiver which was actually sending items into that dimensional network, we couldn't receive any. So now we have this configured to receive items on Buster 2. We have the receive filter sent to Bifrost block, and now we actually have Bifrost block in here. And when I now turn it on, yes, it is doing things. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. It's majestic. I love it. And because we have enough blocks in this, look at that. That is amazing. Beautiful. We have now a giant disco ball in the middle of our base. Sweet. Okay, it's totally enclosed. Yeah, I think, well, we can make it a little bit more beautiful later, because we here, for example, will it place a block there? No, because it did the circle and it finished. But it is totally no, actually not. We need to go deeper. How can we? I think those cases where we don't actually reach the ground, I will do manually. It's not a lot, it's just a couple of blocks. But now we can actually spawn butterflies in here, or butterflies will spawn in here, I have to say. I hope at least. And they will stay. They will spawn around forestry trees. And because here are just forestry trees in there, except for over here. Yeah, this tree needs to go. It's not bad though. Oop, was the wrong block. Yeah, one tree. Come on, fly. Is there another tree somewhere? No. So we do not have any interference with the forestry trees we have inside. I will close the lower row so we have just everything enclosed, and then we will spawn butterflies hopefully. And we already have first spawns. Isn't that nice? And because we caught them earlier, we can actually spawn these here in as well. Maybe. Do I need to sit them on the ground? Or maybe not at all. How do I release butterflies? I was under the impression I just... I have no idea. Isn't that the way you go? How do you release butterflies? Maybe you can't. If you know, let me know in the comment section. I don't know how to release them. Okay. Up to the next task. That was a rather easy task. The juices are flowing again, and by that I mean rocket fuel. We have an almost drain tank. If we go down here, you can see the pipe. the pipe is now actually running all the way. Right now you can see it's not filled completely because each of these pipes, oh, let me turn on the night vision, each of these pipes is actually holding fluid. And because of that, it is not completely filled until we have enough fluid in the system, so it is filled. You can see here it's just maybe a quarter or a third, but it will fill up over time. And now we have not only the illusion that we transport rocket fuel over there, we actually transport it over there and we can see it in these fluid pipes. That is really amazing and I am very lucky. Okay, now to the last part for this episode. This is actually the most tedious part because now I have to come up with a design and actually build the thing for the farms? No. For this coal coke tower. All right, get to work. I had to rethink a couple of things and I had to come up, well, not exactly had to, but I came up with another design for our coal coke oven because I looked up in the internet what these things actually look like. Whoop, I hit my microphone, sorry for that. And what they are supposed to do. So there are a couple of different designs, but this seems to be the most common one, at least in Germany, which is kind of really famous for its steel production and the coke production. Coal coke, that is. So the idea behind it is that these things here with the black thing in the middle, that these are the actual coke ovens, and they will be stuffed from up top. This here is supposed to be a cart that drives back and forth rather slowly and drops the coal into the actual ovens down here. This here is supposed to be the reservoir for the coal that will get transported from wherever the coal is mined, from over there in our case, over this line here. Here's the rail track. It will come from over here, unload somewhere here, then we will have conveyor belts transporting the coal into this reservoir. Then the coal will be delivered through this transport wagon into the actual coke ovens. And then inside these coke ovens, when I got that right, the coke will be heated to up to 900 degrees Celsius, between 900 and 1400 degrees Celsius, without oxygen. So there is just the coal and the heat. And then it will lose a bunch of stuff that's in the coal, for example, sulfur, and that will get transferred to somewhere else, and it will actually be used. There are a couple of gases that are freed from the coal in that process, and what leaves is almost pure, what is it, carbon, right? It's carbon, right? I think so. So that is what's left, almost pure, and that is used for steel production to get the carbon out of the iron or something like that. I don't really know, something like that. And then you have this really, really small coke ovens, and you have another vehicle here in front, and this drives back and forth as well. And every time one of those things is ready, it will push the coal coke from the front out to the back, out of the oven. So there is a piston mechanism here, and it will open the door and push the coal coke, through the oven out on this side, where it can be cooled either by air or by water. And then it will get transported or loaded into the carts and transported to wherever it is needed, in most cases for steel production. That is the main reason there is coal coke, at least in Germany. I don't know about other countries. So that is the most common design. And although we can't get these things to actually move and work, Well, we could, but then they would look like crap. We could make it actually seems like it would working that way, but we can't actually make it work that way. What we can do though is design the actual parts that do these things with chisels and bits to make it look good. And we can have the conveyor belts and the minecarts roaming about for actually delivering things and picking things up and such, what the actual reason for this was. And then we can build the building itself rather beautiful to resemble what an actual coal coke factory or a coal coke oven would look like. And this is the design, the general design I came up with. Now all that's left to do that is build this thing. Right now it's plain and boring, and I just placed the blocks down so you can get an idea of what I want to do. And now I actually have to do it. And because this will eat up amazing amounts of time, way more than I anticipated, I will start by designing one tile of these. So we have one tile of these actual coke ovens with the heavy metal door in front of it like a bulkhead, and the opening around like with darkened brick and such. So you can actually imagine the heat from up to 1500 degrees Celsius. And I will try to design one of those tiles. And when we have one tile ready, we can just duplicate it, right? Similar to what we did with the staff church on the Survival Enhanced server. Okay, I will go to work and try to do actually that. And then we will see us again with a little bit of progress. After fiddling around with the design I had in mind, I came up with this here. It is maybe a little bit dark, and I have also night vision on. With night vision turned off, it's really, really dark, and I think this overhang needs to go because we have the tower here reaching almost the top, and here is not much left. So I think the overhang and that piece of mountain over there will actually go. We will to shave it. We shave the mountain right here somehow to have more space to actually work around with. So this is the design I had in mind. When you go around, you can actually see more details. It is, well, this is the basement. Then we have this dark brick because from all the heat, the brick is dark. Then we have the door in the middle. It's a really, really narrow door, and they are side by side. And we have the open and closing mechanism here. Here, oh, you can barely see it actually. Over here, here's the latch. And the vehicle that drives on these rails back and forth, there is a hook in front of it. So it can hook inside this latch and open the door. And then there's a piston that pushes out the coal coke to the other side, to that side over here. Oops. All right. Good. Now, all that's left to do is duplicate that. I already made chisel designs from it, from all of it actually. And all that's left to do is place it. Let's see. Place it here and here. Like that. And we will go all the way down to that side. This is, by the way, this is supposed to be changed. It is meant to be the number of the door. And I think I will have another door over here. This is the number of the door. There are a couple of operators working on this thing. There's the guy that opens and closes the door, the guy that stuffs the coal inside the oven, the guy that operates the vehicle that pushes it out, and all these different things. And I assume they communicate via radio. And therefore, to actually know which door to open and which to stuff and such, there are numbers here. In today's age, I think it's way more possible to make it completely automated. So you don't have to actually call out numbers on the radio. It's just a computer that actually knows what to do. But I assume that's what these numbers are for. Okay. Why does it look wrong here? Wait, is this actually the same? Oh, maybe. I thought I had a lip of metal going here. Or maybe I will actually add that later. So I added these here just to give it a little bit of depth. It's not much, but it's a little bit. And I think it triggers the effect of depth, right? Because it actually is depth. Good. So I will finish the doors throughout this end. This is supposed to be the last door over here. Yeah. Okay. And then I will do the same on the other side. And then the ending here will be a little bit thicker, a little bit more out. There needs to be some sort of stoppers, end rails or whatever they're called. So this vehicle that operates on these tracks is not going over it, right? Okay, now let me finish at least this side and then we will see what it looks like. I think it doesn't even look half bad. Not that shabby, actually. Let me know what you think. I think it's pretty good so far. When I install the vehicle in front that will roam on these, well, supposed to be roam on these tracks, although I will build these tracks actually with chiseler bits, because we can't build any bits on top of here, which is a bummer. These are minecart tracks and we can't use them, so we have to build it with chisels and bits and then build this vehicle on top that will pushes it out. And I have actually a model, like from a model train. What is it called? Model train? I think. I have picture of a model of one of those coke ovens. And if I can pull it off, I will make it that one of these doors is opened, so you can actually look inside and see glowing lava. Not lava, glowing coal coke. But I don't know if I can pull it off. And because I have to edit all this and release it today, I will end the episode here. I will try to complete this part of the building at least off camera. It will be the same on this side. Actually, I have no idea how the doors are opened on the other side. There must be... What did I do there? Oh, okay. I used the wrong keyboard. It seems there is a contraption on the other side that will open the door. Yeah, I don't know. We won't see this very often anyway. But I will try to complete it. And, well, because of all of this has a reason, right? We have to... Oh, we can't fit it inside. Well, there is supposed to be the coke oven, the actual coke oven in here from Immersive Engineering. It must fit in here. We have so many space. It has to. Maybe I will lower it into the ground so we can actually fit it in. I was thinking about making this 5 block wide. But if we make this 5 blocks wide, we would be here, like here. And then there will be the train tracks up to here, and we will cover the half of the giant door there. So I decided against it. But we have to fit the actual coke ovens inside, because this building is not all show. It should actually produce coal coke. So we have to look into that, how we want to make that. Maybe I will fit it... Also not possible, I think. I was thinking about fitting it inside, because the top tower here will come out. There will be like... Wait, like this? Although only the upper half, I think. Slightly bigger. And then on top of this here will be the actual tower. And this will be more like so. So we have building the space for the vehicle here on top to roam about, actually. Something like that. That is the next decision we want to make. Okay, I think the last step for today, do I have my spectacles? I do. The last step for today should be that we actually look what the butterflies did. It was now, since I placed the butterflies down, it is for me over a day. So let's see if we can actually see a couple of... Yeah, we have a couple of pollinated leaves already, over there, here, there. Yeah, okay. I was hoping for more. I have to be frank. I was hoping for more. Maybe they didn't spawn as many butterflies as I was hoping. Let's see. Do we have butterflies here? Hello, butterflies. What? Butterflies don't make any noises. I wanna lure them by making the noise of a butterfly, recognizing that butterflies don't do any noises. You must be, or you must have really, really good ears to hear the flapping of a butterfly somewhere in the middle of a what is this called? A meadows, something like that. Here is one. Well, one is actually not that many, is it? It's not even plural. It's only one. Well, bummer. I know they have a lifespan. I was actually hoping that they respawn from the trees after they reached their lifespan, or the end of the lifespan. It doesn't seem to be that way. Here's only one freaking butterfly. They can't escape. I checked and double checked. They can't escape. So they must die, I think. Oh, what a bummer. Alright, doesn't really matter. Eventually, eventually we will get to the stupid sequoia tree and plant the majestic giant tree in the middle of our warehouse 13. But until then, I will leave you with it. And we will see us again in the next one. Take care of yourself, guys, and rock on.